I'm just at home with my son, and he's a bit over 1 year old. And while emptying the dishwasher, somehow the thought struck me that if you want to learn anything, if you want to get better at something, you need to embrace play. And play is a form of activity that has no purpose in itself. It's not a means to an end. And it is unpressured. You don't have to perform in any way. You can just free flow, basically. And I noticed how much I admire and also give space to this kind of play with my children, with my daughter, for example. My son, he's also just experimenting, just living, being. And I notice also, and that's interesting, on the one hand, how often I think I can't make mistakes. If I want to do something, it needs to be perfect. If I want to start something new, I come up with the ideas and I try to plan all the details in my head up front, but I don't allow myself to play. It's even like I forgot the joy of playing because I have been in a kind of duty mode and performance mode for many years, and it formed a habit that is not very pleasant and it is not very helpful as well. And it kills a sense of joy and aliveness. So what I notice is how little I allow that myself. And I observe also the tendency, especially now with my daughter, she's now a preschool age, but she learns to write and read already. When she writes something, it's not correct always. Not as it would be in the books and not as I would do it and I would teach it. Nevertheless, she enjoys it a lot and she learns every time. And she has a healthy sense of not allowing criticism and correction if it's not invited. And she beautifully says, I'm not at school yet, I don't have to do it correctly. And she enjoys it very much. And it just shows me how much perfectionism is inside of me, that I think it has to be correct in whatever way. But I don't allow this free flow of just playful experimentation. And how good it would be to have more of that in my life with things, to just do something without having it to mean or be something already. And to just tinker, to just experiment, to just tinker, to just experiment, and to just make things that are imperfect, just for the expression of it. I once heard this phrase about photography. There was a study done in a university, I think, with photography students, and one group had the task that they were to take, how was that exactly? I'm paraphrasing a little bit, I'm not exactly sure how it was, but along the lines of one group had to make a really good picture at the end of that deadline, group work, and they should take as little pictures as possible in a way. So they had to come up with one really good picture. And the others were supposed to take as many pictures as possible. And at the end, they were looking how many good pictures are there. And also, this is what I put in there. Maybe it wasn't even in the study. That how they enjoyed it and what did it do to them. And basically, what it showed was that the group who just took many pictures and not having the idea that they should not be bad or they should be very good or so, they took a lot of crappy pictures, but they took a lot of pictures and there were many good pictures there too. And the group that was supposed to take one good picture, they actually struggled and they didn't enjoy it, and the pictures were not necessarily very good. Yeah. So it shows that by just playing and allowing expression, it's okay to embrace so-called failure, which has very bad rap and understanding in our culture and here in the West, I think. I take it. It's just for me. I mean, many people do it right also, but it has the understanding and the meaning of failing is something we should avoid at all costs and try to go around and not even let it appear. While it is just a form of learning also, and a form of repetition that is part of any craft that you start to master or get better at simply. So there's something about learning to enjoy just making something without having it to be good necessarily, but just for the expression of making it. Like when I watch my daughter and she's drawing things and using a lot of paper and ink and pens and colors, and there's not in an economic sense a valuable outcome that is maybe valuable for anybody else necessarily, but she enjoys it and she's just in there. So there's something about abundance in there too, that when we make something, we use material, we use it to create something, and we bring together the conditions that something can be made. That is a nice process, and it doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to save resources necessarily, as long as you are creative also.